Before there was AI. Before there were things like Siri and Alexa. Back before cell phones and even the internet itself. If you can even believe a thing like that was actually a thing. In a time where disco was on its way out and Aquanet hairspray had yet to make hairdos defy gravity and destroy many bathroom doors. Back before computers were a household mainstay, Madonna was just a random singer and Atari was at its peak. At least us kids of yesteryear had the one and only Alphie the Robot. Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to Macabre'Gorium Labs presents a showcase of things likely forgotten. My name is Bats, and while I've lost my voice, I hope you'll join me today for today's topic, Alphie the Robot, your robot friend. Sorry, I strained my voice doing another project. We're going way back for today's topic because we're going to be talking about Alphie, the educational toy robot primarily designed for preschool children. But it was pretty cool. The original Alphie was created in 1978 by Playskool, a division of Hasbro. The Alphie toy was iconic for Playskool as it was the first brand of electronic toys that were specifically designed for kids ages 3 to 8. The original Alphie was made of blue plastic and had a boxy, friendly face with eyes that would light up yellow and orange. He would weigh in at about 10.5 inches tall by approximately 9 inches wide and weighing 1.45 pounds. Since he was designed for younger children, this design made Alphie very portable and durable. Aside from this toy using a simple 9-volt battery, it was also equipped with a battery saver, so if the toy is not used for a certain amount of time, the toy will shut off automatically, ensuring hours of fun for the youngsters. Now we've seen some pictures, but let's take an in-depth look at what this thing actually looked like and does. Alphie had a square body that had a slot in the front that you would use to put in different activity cards. Alphie had a built-in memory as well. That combined with the two-sided activity cards would create a new feature for technological toys. The front of Alphie featured 5 soft buttons for interacting with him. Not only does he use his arm to select question and answers, but the arms can also be used to select your activity. The original Alphie was released with 6 board games, 20 game cards, green and yellow mini Alphies, Alphie pieces and squares, and game instructions. That's pretty cool. Seems like you got a lot for your money. As it is an educational toy, Alphie's cards had several learning activities that you could choose. Q&A exercises, games, and music. The Q&A exercises helped kids identify numbers, colors, and shapes, and not to mention the ability to rhyme and learn simple words. Alphie also used lights and sounds to encourage kids as they play. For instance, correct answers give a version of the song Stars and Stripes Forever, and an incorrect answer would get a raspberry. You know. Although Alphie was marketed to younger kids, he also had something fun for older kids, as they could challenge themselves with more advanced games. This original Alphie came equipped with Robot Land and Lunar Landing. Both games had a set of 2-sided input cards with an external board that used playing pieces. By answering questions, the kids would move their pieces around on the board. Another feature is that Alphie had music and had a function where kids could sing along to 5 kids songs, because parents never get tired of hearing kids songs. Alphie was immediately popular and would get an update in 1983 with Alphie II, Alphie I's little brother. Fun fact, I actually had this one as a kid. More on that later. Alphie II was the talking alphabet machine, a friend that helps you learn, and kids loved it. It had all the features of the original Alphie, but added more options and more games to play. It came with a total of 20 interactive cards, but there were additional card packs that you could buy. The outer case of the Alphie II was white, red, blue plastic with the same boxy body. The card slot now has more soft buttons surrounding the card slot, 5 red on the right, 5 yellow on the left, and 6 green buttons on the bottom. Also, this model would require 4 AA batteries instead of a simple 9-volt battery. Alphie II had the standard lesson mode, but also had spelling, math, music, and a guessing game. Each mode is selected by pressing one of the 6 green buttons along the bottom. With this version, if you made correct answers, Alphie II would make a, quote, happy noise. However, if you're wrong, you'll hear a sorry noise. We couldn't find a definite number on how many cards came with this model, but they helped kids learn problem solving, counting, matching, and many other skills. Over the years, there have been numerous Alphie models with more streamlined bodies and tons of cards that you can buy. Kids still love this toy, and it helps them learn just by playing with a cool robot. Here in 2025, Alphie is still popular, but you can still buy the original Alphie or Alphie II on sites like eBay, Etsy, and Amazon for under $100. Prices do vary depending on the condition of older models. Prices do vary depending on condition and other factors for these older models. Like I said, when I was a kid I had the Alphie II, and I remember I was pretty young, but I do remember taking it everywhere with me, and I remember at one point my cousins had gotten their hands on it, and if I remember right, that was the last time I ever seen it. I'd have been about 4 or 5, somewhere in there. So yeah, now you know what I think. I've just got to ask. Did you have an Alphie or any version of it when you were a kid? If so, what was your favorite activity or memory? And if not, what was your favorite childhood snack, toy, show, movie, or other memory? Did we forget something, get something wrong, or leave something out? Do you have a suggestion for a future video, or maybe you just want to drop in and say hi? Either way, feel free to head on down to the comments section because, as usual, we look forward to hearing from you. And with that, we've come to the end of another Macabre'Gorium Labs showcase of things likely forgotten. I've been your host, Bats, and I hope you had a good time today as we took a look at a classic and fond memory of my personal life with Alphie the Robot, your robot friend. Be sure to check back next time because you never know what we have in store. And as usual, think for yourselves, be excellent to each other, and keep it creepy. Man, can you believe the stuff cousins do? We've all got one. We just want to give a shout out to our patrons, Corey Backus, Viking Woman, Boss Mike, Woodstock, Bill, Matt H, and Joshua R. Thank you all for your support. You guys freaking rock. Be sure to check out these linked videos for another one of our awesome works or a video from our partner channel, Bats from the Grave. We'll see you in the next one. Keep it creepy.